What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be having a look at Mr. Beast's response to the accusations. Which accusations, you say? Well, it wasn't the ones about workplace harassment. It wasn't the ones about giving his employees Adderall illegally. No, it was the ones about his Lunchables ripoff maybe not being the most healthy thing in the entire world for your kids. If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically Logan Paul, KSI, and Mr. Beast made a collaborative project where they combined Feastables and Prime into a Lunchable style thing called Lunchly. Dan TDM would come out in a tweet saying, "What happened to YouTubers, man? I cannot say anything anymore. This is selling stuff for the sake of making money. Simple. How does that benefit their fans? This is just selling crap to kids who don't know any better than to trust people who are selling it to them." Dan TDM would end up getting a little bit of backlash for this tweet because he sells his own merchandise. Now, I see a very clear distinction between selling stuffed animals and action figures and stuff as your own brand to kids versus selling them food products that are competing with other already established brands. Mr. Beast would respond to the situation by posting this tweet here. "Lunchables sells hundreds of millions of units and countless people eat it. Our goal is to give people a better for you alternative to it. Our turkey meal, for example, is 80 less calories, 60% less sugar, more electrolytes, and we use real cheese. They use cheese product. They can't call it cheese. Higher quality meat, etc." So apart from that being extremely shittily worded, I really wanted to touch on this point where he says the electrolytes, because obviously he's referring to Prime. As far as sports drinks go, Prime is absolute dog shit. Prime has barely any salt, 10 milligrams of sodium in a sports drink that's supposed to have electrolytes. The electrolyte that you lose most in sweat is salt. That's why other drinks like Gatorade have hundreds of milligrams of salt in them. Also, the zero sugar really is a detriment when you're talking about a sports drink. You want sugar because it helps open up your cells and helps you absorb water and all these other electrolytes. I don't really think that they understood when they were making Prime how a sports drink works. Or perhaps they were just like, this is what the general public thinks is healthy, so this is how we're going to make the drink so that it's more marketable. I'm guessing it's probably that one. If you don't trust me, I have a lot of people that are close to me that are into nutrition as far as that's their job. So I know a thing or two that I've just picked up from being around them, as well as I am an athlete. But if you still don't believe me, go check out this video by James Smith. He is a lot more credible than me, and he goes into a lot more detail than I will here. I also just wanted to address the fact that he says there's 80 less calories in there than a Lunchable. Lunchables have 260 calories, at least in the turkey and cheddar one. So if we're to believe there's only 180 calories in this what's supposed to be meal, that is not sustaining for a kid at all. Calories are our energy, guys. Like, a kid should be having way more calories than this for their lunch, and that's not just an opinion, that's an actual fact. If you don't believe me, do some more research into it, you'll find that I am right. In the next part of Mr. Beast's response tweet, he says, "Obviously eating fresh chicken and broccoli is healthier, but if someone is going to eat a pre-made meal like this, which millions of people do through Lunchables, then I think giving them higher quality versions at roughly the same price is a net good in my opinion, and why we launched Lunchly. Also, we can get economics of scale and can get things cheaper. We will only be improving the product more and more." This tweet would get community noted with the note saying, "Feastables chocolates were also marketed as being healthier than other chocolate bars, only 5 ingredients. Later the recipe was reformulated, now they are no healthier, and the extra ingredients are disguised as unsweetened chocolate, counting as one of the 5 ingredients." Now guys, obviously chocolate has a lot more than one ingredient going into it, so it's just kind of a way for him to say, oh, there's only 5 ingredients, when in actuality, there's probably dozens or even hundreds of ingredients that go into this. If I'm being honest though, I really don't care about him selling this product. I just care about him lying about the health benefits of it. The homie Dogpack404 would respond to this tweet by saying, "Kids need more than 230 calories for lunch. Your product is processed garbage with no nutritional value. Now address the allegations of running illegal lotteries, selling fake signatures, faking videos, and day drink contestants, and hiring and protecting sexual predators." I mean, I 100% agree with Dogpack here. I don't understand why he thinks it's okay to go and focus on all the little stuff. Meanwhile, he has all these huge accusations that he hasn't made a single response about, except for trying to sue the person that is bringing forth these accusations. It's absolutely ridiculous and unprofessional when you're running this sort of business, in my personal opinion. Logan Paul and KSI would both end up responding to Dan TDM's tweet. Logan saying, "I'll tell you what happened to YouTubers. We spent our lives creating content and building our brands. Now we want to build businesses. You don't say anything when Lunchables faces bans for allegedly containing lead. When we create a better version, you're upset, then don't eat it." The community note basically says that Prime has had lead in it on 3 separate occasions. Now, what they also fail to mention is that the lead levels were so low that most fruits and vegetables literally have more lead naturally in them than the levels that Prime had in them. So that is really a nothing point, and that community note should not be there at all, in my opinion. My response to Logan's tweet is that I do not care at all that he's building these businesses and whatever. He wants to make food, honestly, I really don't care. I really just dislike that he's lying and trying to like play up the nutritional value of his foods and drinks, which obviously a lot of companies knew, but when it's a YouTuber, I feel like it's a little more personal and you really have control over that and you're kind of manipulating kids in a way. That's just my personal opinion on that. KSI would respond to DanTDM with a picture of his YouTube's figures saying, looks like crap to me, and a community note on this would say, not only has KSI worked with them before, the CEO of YouTube's Austin Long got his start by managing the Sidemen and was an executive producer on their YouTube Red show. I think that this community note really misses the point KSI is trying to make. In my opinion, he's trying to say that, hey, DanTDM, you're putting out your own merch, while saying that us putting out what he believes to be merch is a bad thing. But I see a difference between action figures, clothing, or plushies and actual food products that you're marketing to children. Anyway, guys, if you liked the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be shooting for around 3 uploads a week. And anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.